If you're watching this video on release date, then Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever you prefer. This is a video that I didn't think I'd be doing for a while, but I'm actually going to be doing a booster box opening of Bakugan TCG cards. If you didn't know, 99-cent only stores are currently holding Bakugan TCG cards, mainly Age of Aurelus, but I know some people have got Resurgence as well. And I was lucky enough to actually find the whole booster box at a store. The first time I was looking for him, I only found a single pack and was kind of bummed out, but I kind of gave up on it for a little bit because I didn't think I'd be able to find a box because I thought they were already taken. But today, my mom was like, hey, they opened up a new 99-cent store across town if you want to go over there. I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good idea. And lo and behold, we got a whole box plus 7 more packs worth of 8 of our list booster packs. So this is your reminder to call your mom and tell her Merry Christmas. I kind of wish I didn't open that single pack I found by itself the other time I was looking, because I actually did find when I opened it, I actually did pull Baku Elite Dankuzo from Age of Aurelus, which was pretty cool. Kind of wish I saved that pack for this opening, but what are you going to do about it, I guess. So yes, we're going to be opening the 24 packs plus 7 I found in another store I found today, and that will equal to 31 packs in total. So it's going to be a big opening, and I'm really excited for this. Looking to pull Leah from this set, obviously that's the best card from it, but I wouldn't mind any other Baku Elites really. So with that all out of the way, let's just get into this opening. This set is known for having a lot of Evos, so I'm kind of expecting that. Titan Syndius, that's pretty cool. Syndius is definitely my favorite from the Generation 2. But yeah, gonna be a lot of diamonds or Evos, I know that for sure. Atmosphere. Oh, already that is insane. A Hex Magnus Ultimate Rival. That is so cool. I'm actually really happy I got that. I do believe I actually have another copy of this, so if I get one more from this, then I'll have a playset, which is cool because this is one of the few cards that lets you search your deck for another card. And it's also a Hex, which looks pretty damn nice. I really wish they continued the TCG, of course, because it's fun, but also because they had really damn cool arts. Like, I'll put up a couple of my favorite on screen right now. I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not think to grab sleeves because I didn't think I'd pull anything good, but I guess I'm just eating my words there. I gotta say, these booster packs are not very easy to open, and they cause a lot of waste. I mean, the wrapper is like expected with a pack, the extra cardboard. I know why they did it, so they didn't want people like opening it in stores. This one's, and you have a cut at the top. Oh no, it's on the other side. But yeah, I understand that. But really, if the TCG wasn't good enough to continue after COVID, then was it really good enough to protect the packs like this? I don't think anyone was stealing them at all, but I could be wrong. This set isn't really known for any like good pulls apart from Leah, but I mean it's still really cool and almost surreal to be opening any kind of Bakugan packs because yeah, I rarely did it. I only opened I think 2 boxes of or 1 box of Battle Planet and 1 box of Resurgence. Oh, that's not true actually. I opened a box of Armored Elite as well, and then the 50 packs of Fusion Strike, not Fusion Strike. That's Pokemon Fusion Force. That's what it is. I swear there's like an easier way to do this, but I'm known for being not very smart. If you didn't know, that is kind of something I'm known for. But what are your guys' luck when you're looking at for these packs at 99-cent stores? Have you found any? And if you did, what did you pull? Because so far it looks like you could get some pretty good pulls. I don't actually know if there's like a pull rate at all in this, like in like any Bakugan TCG box like there is with Pokemon, where you're like kind of guaranteed a set amount of pulls. But if there is, then I feel like we already got our hit early, which is a little bit of a bummer, I suppose, but not that much. I'm still happy with the pull. I'd be happy with just completing any playset of Baku Elites. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull enough for a playset or not. I mean, I only need 1 more Magnus to complete my playset, so I mean, there's an opportunity there, I suppose. And it sounds like such a dream to be into the TCG when it like first came out, and there was like gang support, and you could get them at stores. Like you go to a local card shop and just find people playing Bakugan and play with them. That honestly sounds like such a great time. I would have loved to be around there for that. But I only got into the TCG during Geogun Rising, which I only found Armored Alliance like starter packs. I never found any of the Geogun Rising ones, which really sucks because those have some cool cards in it, like like River Rage, I believe one of the sets has. River Rage is really cool, and some others like was was Ventus Earthbreaker in one of the the things? I feel like it had to be. I feel like that's the only way you would get it. But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe one day I'll be able to pick one up on like eBay or Amazon, but hopefully at a cheap price because I know sometimes it could get pretty pricey. I'm tempted to rip this. I'm very tempted to rip this, but for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna do that. These cards are sacred, no matter what Bakugan's on them. Yeah, they weren't really cooking with this packaging. I'm not gonna lie with you guys, because first of all, this cardboard part. Maybe I'm just a big wuss and can't open shit, but this cardboard part's not very fun to open. And then when you open that, you gotta like you can't just pull from this like you can with Pokemon. Like, yeah, there's no way. You have to go to the side and pull that off. It's kind of like how Japanese Pokemon card packs work, but it's not nearly as good feeling of plastic as that. But I mean, I can't really blame them. It was their first time dipping into TCG, I assume. So I mean, they did good. You know, we could complain about any of the unbalanced stuff that was in. This is a nice card. Any unbalanced stuff that was in the game, also a very nice card. We could complain about that all we want, but really, I think they did good, and I wish they continued it. They definitely could have made something beautiful if they kept on trying, but you know how it goes. No use beating a dead horse. It sucks that this is the set. Well, I guess not really, because I know the set was like barely released. You could rarely find these packs, but it does suck a little bit that these are the packs that are being found. Because I would have liked Battle Planet more, just because I would love to pull a Dan for myself. That's the only reason why I really bought the Battle Planet booster box I bought a while ago, because I had pretty much every other card I would need from Battle Planet. It's just at least one Dan, because I know a lot of servers will limit Dan, including my server. Please join the tournament that's starting January 7th. Quick plug, good job me, I'm proud of myself. What was I talking about? Right, Dan. That's the only one I really wanted from Battle Planet. And Resurgence, I did need the booster box because I needed a lot of the stuff in there. But really one box kind of set me up pretty nicely. And Battle Planet, I only needed Dan. Oh, that's not true. I did need Wintons as well, because I actually did get an entire playset of Wintons, which was awesome. Because I like ramp decks a lot. I think they're tons of fun. But, you know, Dan's like his own beast, so kind of need at least a copy of those. I was trying to see how much, like, these... Ooh, an Aurelus card. That's insane. Not, like, in a good way. It's a shit card, but it's cool seeing. This is actually a good flip. If you're running Aurelus, use this flip. It's very, very good. Again, what was I talking about? Something about winning, something about Dan. I don't know. Who cares? I'm just happy to be opening packs right now for you guys. Christmas. This is a Christmas video. Yes. I didn't actually think I was going to have a Christmas video. I was just planning on making the video yesterday that uploaded for you guys. If my schedule is all correct, then I was only planning on making that one as a kind of Christmas video, a little bit, not really, with the arena. But then today, the day after I recorded that, we found this entire booster box, and I was like, well, shit. People would want to see a giant opening. Like, when's the last time you guys watched someone do an opening like this that was recent? Probably not in a while, I would assume. Maybe not. Actually, there's probably a ton now because people are actually buying this, but let me have a victory here, please. Alright, no Baku Elites yet. It's been mostly Evos. Haven't really seen anything noteworthy. Oh, a card I am very much looking for is Nova Burst. That is a card I definitely want to make work, because I made a deck a while ago that I unfortunately never got to test, because I actually rarely play the game, but I made a deck with Nova Burst and God, someone help me. Incendiary Flames, whatever, the card that's on screen right now. Ignore my speech impediment. But I made a deck with Incendiary Flames and Nova Burst. It seems like a fun deck. Not sure it's viable, but with the 20 damage Bakugan, you could basically kill people in one turn if you have like 2 Nova Bursts and you discard Incendiary Flames on the same turn. Or actually, no, you only need to have 1 Nova Burst if you win the round. Like, say you are running damage wins, you play a Mac or a Mock, and then you discard your Incendiary Flames, and you do Nova Burst the Incendiary Flames. That does 20 damage. Hopefully it goes through. Use Frost Strike if not. And then once that goes through, you win with Victor, because who in the hell is beating 20 damage? And then you win. It obviously works more with, I wonder if I could do this. Oh, I could totally do that. That's so much better. It definitely works a lot better with certain factions. Like you need Darkest and Pyrus for it at least. And then I think Aquos would probably be the best one after that. But I think I used Chaos for that deck. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a neat little deck idea that I had, and I definitely wanted to try out. So if I could actually get a real playset of that, I'd be happy, because I do not own any Nova Burst currently. So maybe we could make something happen. I probably passed one and didn't even realize it, because talking and looking at cards at the same time is not as easy as people would probably believe. Tusk Guard. This is a cool card. I feel like you could maybe make a deck around Tusk Guard. I don't know about now, because minus 800 is not that much, but I mean, if you're running some kind of cheese deck with like what you might call it, Dan or Air Zero, you take out like a big card. Does it say just action card actually? No, any card that costs 5 or more. There's tons of those. Gears would count too, wouldn't they? You just slap on a Crystal Blaster and bam, free Tusk Guard. That's basically a win right there. Just a bit of theory crafting for you guys. Don't worry, my Bakugan classes are only $15 an hour. It's not that bad, I think. But if you want me to make a custom deck for you to help you win tournaments, that's gonna have to cost you a pretty penny. So yeah, I do want to get back into deck building. I haven't really partaken in many brawls lately. I've been stepping out of a lot of like tournaments I could have joined into. And it's not because I don't like playing the game. Obviously, I love playing the game. It's just, I don't know, I feel like theory crafting and thinking of decks, and I like watching people play as well. That's always fun. But I don't know. I think theory crafting and deck building and making a bunch of random stuff that might work sounds funny if it does work. That's what I find more fun. And playing the game is fine, but oftentimes, especially in tournaments, you're going up against like decks that are like supposed to be tournament ready, and I make gimmick decks. I only made a single competitive deck in my life, and it's not my favorite deck ever to use. So I wouldn't do too well in tournaments, because I probably make some cheesy ass Ventus Garganoid Ultra Evo deck, which I have made and have had a lot of fun with. But it wouldn't do too well in tournaments, because like I said, it's very dependent on the opponent. And when people are using goddamn Hydroid X Kerkelios from Legends, then there's not much you could do. Ninja Gear is two Shadow Skeletons. These are actually good cards for Frost Strike and Hero decks. Ninja Gear, also a good card. I have a Titan Dragonoid deck that I think Ninja Gear would be very good for. That might be something I'll consider. I made so many decks. Like I almost want to make a big video where I'm compiling all my cool deck ideas I made in the past, and like let them run wild so you guys could try them out yourselves and see what happens. Because a lot of the decks don't go playtest it at all. I just make them and look at them and say, hey, this is funny, and never use it. And it's kind of sad, but when you can't get too many brawls in, it's a little hard. But it is what it is. And if you guys do want to see like a video like that where I go over some silly deck ideas I've had, or like any interesting decks, or like some ideas if you're trying to figure out what you want to make a deck for, or anything like that, I definitely could. And it's something I would be interested in making, because again, I love building decks in this game. I think that's the most fun to do. Unfortunately, the most fun decks are Evo decks, and Evos suck. Like they suck. Like they not good. They're not good at all. And that really blows, because they are the most fun thing to use. But that's what happens when power creeps gets to you. And yeah, what's the point of using an Evo when you get hit like 2,000 plus with Prisma, or 2,000 plus with Ventus Nova Pegatrix, 2,000 plus with Mythic Trino, all that nonsense. But it would have been cool if I was still playing, or like got into the TCG when it was first released, when it was just the first year of stuff, and I could use all these fun Evos without having to worry about some menace Bakugan that should absolutely be banned. It is what it is, I guess. I can't really go back in time as much as I would like to. So this is a Christmas video. What are you guys doing for Christmas, eh? I do read your comments. I might not always reply, but that's because I have social anxiety. Uh, but what are you guys up to? What did you get for Christmas? Did you get any Bakugan? Did you get any of those deals that I told you about recently? What's the deal with you guys? Because you know, communities are stronger when we. Oh, never mind. Fuck your community. Got another Dan. Bang. And a hyperphagus no one cares about. That is our second Dan though. That is cool. It's not a very. It's not. It's not a very good card because it boosts the energy for both players. But I could see like a very specific deck for this. I guess maybe like a hero deck. You get this out early. You have a ton of energy. You can play all your big cards. The problem with that is your opponent can also make a lot of big cards. Idea. How about you use this with the Trox Ultra, the Pyrus Trox Ultra Evo, the one that destroys all the enemy and energy cards on Victor. So what you do is you get this card out early with like a Leah or something, and then you play the Evo, you destroy all their energy cards. So now it doesn't matter how much energy they have because their energy is destroyed, but now you have twice the amount of energy. Maybe throw in Ventus, even though Ventus Hyas Pyrus isn't the best combo. But you could throw that in and maybe have some like play with energy or something. How about the card from the Age of Aurelus, the Winton one that gives you damage per energy card? Dang, getting good pulls and just making up shit on the fly. That's what we're all about here, baby. But yeah, good pull. I didn't expect to actually pull another Bakugan. I thought that Magnus was all I was gonna get. But I suppose it wasn't really just one booster box. It was a booster box plus 7 packs. So if there is like a Bakugan per box, then you know, you could potentially get another one from the 7 packs that I randomly got. Maybe that's what happened, but I'd like to believe not, and I'd like to believe I have more Baku leads in my future. Because again, just one Leah, please. I'd be happy with just one, but you know, can't complain right now. I really can't. Two Baku leads is really awesome, so I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not happy about it, because I am. Clone Army, ooh, another really cool one for Frost Strike plays, and it's a hex too. Fate Ninja was so cool. I don't know why they made so many banger designs in the first year of Battle Planet, and just be like, okay, we're done with you now. Lupithion, get fucked. Trino, get fucked. Oh, I think Trino got a fusion. Fate Ninja, get fucked. Artulian, or however you pronounce it, get fucked. All of you cool designs, fucked. It really is a shame. I mean, at least Syndius didn't get shafted, because he also got tons and tons of cool arts in Armored Alliance, because they really like using Syndius in card arts. And he also got a fusion, and now has a viable fusion with Legends Syndius X Scorpros, which is good, because Syndius is my favorite from Reboot, so at least he's giving me some love. But you know, still would have been cool to get like more Fade Ninjas, because Fade Ninja is awesome. And Trino, like I said, Artulian, if he actually got a mold, that would have been great. Or Apollyon, he didn't get his own mold. A bunch of cool ones from Battle Planet just should have really came back, but I guess you can't really do much about it. I don't know if I talked about it yet, but I'm very wary about making Bakugan related videos, because obviously this is a child's franchise. It's marketed towards kids, and I do not want these kids to be I think I see an elite back there. I think I see the win. Not gonna ignore it for now. Gonna continue my thought so I don't lose it later. But I don't want it to be age restricted. Well, not age restricted. I mean marked for kids, because then a bunch of fucked up shit happens, and I don't want that. So I try to get like a set amount of curses in a video so they won't mark it. So let's get that up with this big pull. Bam, bitches. That's a fucking win for the win. See what I mean? Well, okay, so I don't know if this combo would work, because here's the thing. It says all energy cards make 2 energy instead of 1, but does that count as it being another energy card? So would it count for winning, which is plus one damage for each energy card you have? But that's not the same as having 2 energy. I don't know. Someone called Toolbox and annoy him some more. Damn, 3 elites in one video. That is great, except I haven't got the only elite I actually want. Again, I'm not gonna complain. I'm really not. I promise I'm... Oh, okay, I'm gonna complain. I want the Leah, damn it. Look, okay, it's not that I'm ungrateful, because this is great. Obviously, opening TCG cards, like just talking and stuff while people are seeing this opening on Christmas Day. It's all a great time. It's all nice time. But you know what would make it even better? Aaliyah Age of Aurelus card, because goddamn if that isn't a really good card that I would want. But you know, if I have to choose between having a lot of elites but not the elite I want, or having just one elite and it's the elite I want, I would probably choose the multiple elites because it's cool to have, and I do like all these arts as well. So that's something people don't really talk about with Bakugan. Like, there's just so many. I mentioned it earlier, I know that, but there's just so many good damn arts in Bakugan cards. It's crazy how no one talks about it. Because I mean, like, all of them are just works of art. Like, their art department was going crazy, and I don't know if it's the same. I would assume it's probably mostly the same art department that made the card arts in Gen 2 that are working on Gen 3, because those are also pretty good arts. They're not bad. I think the designs hold them back, but other than that, the art looks fine. But I mean, like, like, look at that. That is like something that you would see in like in an art museum if there wasn't just a giant monster phoenix there. But like, other than that, that's like a nice gold painting right there. I mean, all these designs too. It's really crazy. They really went all out for Battle Planet. So yeah, I do wish they continued, of course. Ooh, Hyper Vice Rocks. This is the Monster Fury Bakugan. I know that this guy was very good in Fury decks back in Battle Planet. It's only 2 energy, and on Fury you get plus 1000 B. I don't know the cores of the base Vice Rocks at all, but it doesn't really matter that much, because on Fury he's a 1309 for only 2 energy. I think that's really good in Fury decks. It's like maybe if you want to do a rapid fire deck with that, you could absolutely do it with Hyper Pyrus Vice Rocks. Seems like a pretty good one. I'm gonna take the pack from the very back, see if we get some luck back there. What is your guys' favorite deck to use? That's something I would like to know. Like, what kind of deck archetype are you guys? Like, are you a ramp guy, a sync guy, rapid fire guy, or girl? Not gonna discriminate, or they them, and whatever you are. What do you like? Because Bakugan don't discriminate. All that matters is that you brawl like a baller. But yeah, what's your favorite deck? Because I'm personally a fan of Ramp. Ramp's definitely one of my favorites for sure. But I also like some Sync. You know, Sync's alright, I guess. But so I'm just a fan of really gimmicky decks that don't really work too well, but when they do work well, it's really funny. Like I mentioned it earlier again, but I made a Titan Dragonoid deck. The Evo that like gives, I think, 2000 B power if you have a Dan in. What it was is a Empower deck, but with Leah and Dan, because that card, any card with Dan, doesn't have to be the Battle Planet Dan. Any card with Dan's name, so like even this Dan would work in the deck. Any card with Dan would activate that secondary effect that gives him 2000 B. And I think he had like double strike or something. He was a monster. He was really cool. The caveat was that his base form is garbage, so you had to work around that with the deck and like get that Evo out as soon as you could, because if you didn't, then you were a little screwed. But yeah, it was a fun deck. I don't think it did too well because I remember playtesting it with one of my friends IRL, and he didn't play the game that much, and he still wrecked my shit against that deck. So I don't think it was a very good deck, but you know, now with my expanded knowledge of Bakugan and Bakugan metas, I think I could make that deck a bit better. And I think I have all my deck lists somewhere I could definitely go into. But I think that the best deck I made that wasn't like my competitive deck would be my Green Fist hero deck. What it did is it used Chaos Strata, which lowers the cost of your hero cards, and it would use those cards that return to your hand after a team attack. So Usani's Shield, that's a pretty cool one. So basically what it would do is you would play those heroes, and once the team attack happened, it would they were all returned to your hand, and if you have all enough Stratas out, then you could basically just play them instantly for free. And it was really good with Magnus, the Magnus on the run, which makes your opponent discard a card. So I think if you had just at least one Strata out, then it was basically free. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if it lowers it by 1 or 2. I think it was 2. But if you had one of those out, then you could just spam those after every team attack, and you'd get that like 2 times at least per hero, and it was fun to do. I also did it with what's that one lady, the blue hair lady with pronouns, whatever her name is, the one that let you draw 2. I used that one as well, which gave me just free draws, and then a bunch of other ones. I think the dude, whatever his name is, who gave you 400B when you played him, turned to your hand as well from team attacks, and it was just a whole cycle, and it was fun to do. But on top of that, it was also a Green Fist deck, which is very fun to use because of Holy Flame, as well as Mega Punch, which just makes stuff go crazy. It was like a Green Fist with Platinum Dragonoid, I think, and like Platinum Dragonoid with Helix and Fist goes crazy. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. That one is probably my most successful because it just wrecked. Oh boy. Well, there's a playset. I asked for a playset, and 4 Baku Elites is insane. First of all, let me get that out of the way. I'm happy about that. I'm also happy about my playset of these because this is a cool card. I could use it for sure. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. This is cool. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Just smile behind the tears. Just smile behind the tears. All right, but we are coming up on the last 5 packs. It looks so. Yeah, I mean 4 elites. I wonder if we could squeeze out one more. I'm not gonna hold my breath because that would be pretty crazy, but it would be cool. It'd be cool if like the last pack I got a single Leah, and then I pop off. Except I don't, because if you haven't noticed, I don't really react as much as I probably should for the clickbait and views, and for all the kids who just like seeing cool cards or something or whatever. But yeah, I am enjoying this. I don't want to sound that I'm not. You know, it's cool. It's all cool. It's all good. I'm not mad. You're mad. But it looks like this is coming to the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed, well, first of all, thank you for making it to the end. I know I ramble a lot when I open cards up like I did before. But yeah, this was fun. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more. If I somehow find another box of Age Aurelus, fuck it, I'll do another one. Why not? I mean, there's no point in not doing it. Which is actually something really cool. I don't know if a lot of people mention is that now when I open up any Bakugan stuff, I make a video and I can say my thoughts out loud and not sound completely crazy, because I actually have people who are watching me open with me and like can listen to my rambles and stuff, which I think is cool, because otherwise I'd be opening this by myself. I'd have thoughts in my head and be like really lonely and bored doing it. But here I can say out loud, and people inside the house won't think I'm just schizophrenic, which is always a plus. So yeah, thank you for not making me seem mentally ill. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas day is good. Or if it's not Christmas, then I hope the rest of your day is good. Rest of your week. You know what? If you made it this far, you deserve a good week. There you go. That's my blessing to you guys. And I would like to mention really quickly that I'm hosting a TCG tournament. I probably should have mentioned this like way earlier ago, and I probably will put it in sometime earlier. But I am hosting a TCG tournament that is going to start on January 7th. So you have time to enjoy Christmas Day and enjoy New Year, and then join into the tournament, make your deck, have fun. It's going to be based around the Overdrive Bakugan, which is a custom character cards that I made. You only have to use one of them in your team. Other than that, you go crazy apart from the limits because the game's broken. But other than that, it'll just be a fun TCG, and I hope that I can host them regularly because you know, like I said, watching the game be played is fun, and building the community better is all I'm really trying to hope for right now. That's my main goal currently with making these videos, just hoping to get an audience of Bakugan fans who want to play Bakugan but don't know where. So that's what the server is for. That's what the tournaments are for. So if you're interested in that, please, please, please join. And I would love to see you there. I'm very active on there. Obviously, it's my server, and I don't have a life. So if that's interesting to you at all, if you want to join the TCG tournament, there you go. Links in the description. It's called the Bakugan Stadium. And we'll close it out with this last pack. Bless me with your magic, and hope I get Aaliyah. Hyper Paravian Ultra, Hyper Phaedrus, Hyper Dragonoid Ultra, Titan Phaedrus Ultra, Shadow Drain, Diamond Trino, Sonic Chain, and Titan Vicerox Ultra. That's alright. So one final recap, we got Magnus Ultimate Rival, Winton, Dan Kuzo, and another Ultimate Rival Magnus for our Baku Elites. Very good pulls. Completed a playset of Magnus. My other one's somewhere in hell. I don't know, probably under my bed. But yeah, good pulls. Happy about it. We even got a Hex Baku Elite. I might have passed a Evo Baku Elite. I'm not sure if I have. Then yell at me in the comments. Go ahead. But yeah, that's the end of this video. And to end this video off, I will put up a picture of Leah from Age of Aurelus, because unfortunately I didn't pull her. So I think it'll be just an in memoriam thing.